Hi guys! Today I thought I would do something a little bit more unusual and I would tell you about 10 things that we have learned since moving to Calgary. So here we go! If you're new to my channel, here we basically talk about navigating life with two small children as newcomers to Canada. We moved to Calgary less than 3 months ago and we've learned quite a lot already, so consider subscribing. But if you've been a fan of my channel for quite a while, why not spread the word? How about you share this video on your social media? Maybe your friends and family would like to see what it's like to live in Calgary, and I would be very grateful for that. So here we go. Thing we learned about Calgary, number 1. Calgary is incredibly spread out. It's very big territory-wise, and it can take you a very long time to get from one end of the city to another, say an hour and a half. Thing number 2, Calgary is divided into 4 different areas: northwest, northeast, southwest and southeast. We live in southwest at the moment, but we have our eye on northwest because our daughters will be going to a francophone school in the northwest. That is only if we sell our flat in England. Keep your fingers crossed please for that, because our last sale fell through. Don't get me started. When you're looking at areas where to move when you come to Calgary, there is a lot of information online about certain areas being maybe a bit more rough than other areas. People talk about places being not very safe for families or even young people. However, since we moved, I have spoken to lots of people from different areas and communities in Calgary, and even those that are well known on the internet as being unsafe are actually very safe for families. I have people that I speak to on Instagram, on Facebook and other social media that live in what the internet is saying is unsafe areas. But they are very happy, their children are safe, they're safe, and they love living in the suburbs, even though those places get bad rap. So do your research before you come, rent in some areas that you think would suit you, and then ask around. Those places with bad reputation might actually offer cheaper real estate, and it would be as safe as anywhere else in the city. Thing number 3, unless you live downtown, prepare to travel to get your groceries. Some people like ourselves are trying to plan weekly grocery shopping for once a week, going to a big supermarket, getting everything. But you know, sometimes you do need to just pop down to the shops. That wouldn't be very easy in Calgary. You would probably have to get a car to get to a supermarket. So yeah, just be a lot better at planning what you need for the week. Thing number 4, what I love about Calgary is the sense of community. Every little community has like a community center where volunteers organize some activities for people that live in their area. Because everyone's driving, you wouldn't ordinarily just bump into somebody even next door. But the community centers organize like a spaghetti evening or wine tasting evening or a movie night for children, and that's how you get to know your neighbors, and this is absolutely brilliant, and most of the time it's free. Speaking about volunteering, that is actually my number 5. Volunteering seems huge in Calgary and in Canada in general. A lot of people we know do volunteering on a regular basis, like once a month or once a week even. A lot of mothers have to volunteer at their children's preschools. But again, that's how you meet new people, that's how you build connection, and I think it's a brilliant thing. Thing number 6, Calgary isn't cheap. We thought that living in England was very expensive, and when we moved to Calgary we were like, whoa, why are some things as expensive as in England and some things are even more expensive than in England? That is not fair. And when you look at the price tag, don't forget to add 5% of tax. That's what the tax is in Alberta, 5%, but in some provinces it could be different. In some provinces in Canada, you have to wait at least 3 months and you need to register to get health insurance. In Alberta, it's not the case. If you apply for your health card, that's how you get your insurance number. And in the meantime, you do need to go to the hospital and you need to pay for the treatment. Once you get your health card and your health insurance number, your expenses will be reimbursed, which is brilliant. When we applied for a health card, and the health card is necessary for each family member, we had to wait about a week or two for them to arrive. As we came from England, we didn't have to repass the driving test. We just had to update our driving licenses from our UK licenses to Canadian ones. When you apply for a Canadian driving license, you need to bring your valid driving license and a confirmation of your address. We had problems with that because all the documents we get come in Ollie's name. I needed something for myself, and the confirmation of your residential status. And you have to wait about a week or two for your new driving license to come. I already got mine. Also, to add on about driving, the cars here are huge. The lanes on roads are huge, and parking spaces are huge. It's a big yes for me. The number 9, and my favorite, you only need to drive an hour or an hour and a half to get to the Canadian Rockies. The mountains are magnificent. I have been places in my life. I have traveled the world quite a bit, but I don't think I have seen anything quite like it. And to think that I live an hour away from such stunning beauty is very uplifting. So you can be worried about your children not behaving, you have problems at work, on the weekend, jump in your car, drive an hour, and you are in the presence of absolute beauty. Nothing can quite compare with that. And last but not least, and my second favorite thing about Calgary, it's always sunny in Calgary. Always, I mean about 335 days a year out of 365. That is mind-blowing, and it's absolute true. It is sunny now. It might be -12, but it is sunny, and everyone is happy when it's sunny. All right, I think I'm done. These were my 10 things we've learned about living in Calgary. There are some downsides to living in Calgary, but I'm not gonna talk about that today because I'm in a good mood. Thank you so much for sticking around till the very end. Don't forget to subscribe and spread the word, and we'll see you all again next week. Bye!